Hey everybody, this is Talkative Carl, back again for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Today's video will be playing with the deck of Greiger and his reactor deck from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Yeah, so basically Greiger is, supposed to be like South American, from some kind of a village where Director Goodwin was testing out some kind of I don't know, it was the inner D or something like that. They kind of like, it was involved in like the destruction of his village, testing out some kind of invention. Don't know if it was specifically a weapon, but in any case, it destroyed his village, killed a lot of villagers from his especially the children that he was close with in his village. So he sought revenge on those responsible. Later to find out it was Goodwin, the person he was duel running for. But then he did join the Dark Signers after his failed attempt at taking out Goodwin. He was locked up, killed by one of the Dark Signers in order to become a Dark Signer himself. Actually, in a manga or Japanese anime, they actually hung him, but in the English dub, he just fell into some kind of light. But it was kind of dark for it, like very dark for an anime. But he came back to life as a Dark Signer. He fought Crow, lost, and realized after the he died after his defeat against Crow, but happy ending after Rex Goodwin was defeated by Crow, Yusei, and Jack. A lot of the Dark Signers came back to life, including Greiger, and somehow forgot how it happened, but his Earthbound Immortal card housed a lot of the souls from his village. So once it was defeated and Goodwin was defeated, those people returned too. Just a little brief rundown of Greiger, but let's go over his deck. Let's go. This. I just added this in, a lot of the same Earthbound stuff. He included like Nobleman of Crossout. Target one face down monster on the field, destroy that target, and if you do, banish it. Then if it was a flip monster, each player reveals their main deck, then banishes all cards from it with that monster's name. Nobleman of Extermination. Select, destroy, and remove from play one face down spell or trap card. If it was a trap card, both players must remove from play all copies of that card from their deck. Start Blast. Pay any number of life points in multiples of 500. Reduce the level of one monster you control or that is in your hand by one for each 500 life points you paid until the end phase. Transmogrify. Send one face-up monster you control to the graveyard. Special summon from your deck one monster with the same type and attribute as that monster in the graveyard, but one level higher. You only activate this card once per turn. Okay. Yeah, Fake Explosion. Activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Monsters cannot be destroyed by this battle. After damage calculation, special summon one summon reactor SK from your hand or graveyard. Hidden Soldiers. When your opponent normals or flip summons a monster, special summon one level 4 Lord Dark monster from your hand. Rivalry of Warlords. Each player can only control one type of monster. Send all other face-up monsters they control to the graveyard. Black Salvo. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 4 dark machine type monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in defense position, but its effects are negated. Dark Sea Floats. When this card on the field is destroyed by an effect and sent to the graveyard, the owner of this card draws one card. Dark Sea Rescue. If this card is used for a single summon sent to the graveyard, the owner of this card draws one card. Earthbound Immortal Kakukulia. It has the same standard Earthbound Immortal effects, but a specific effect. Once per turn, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to half this card's defense on the field. This card cannot attack during the turn you activate this effect. While this card is in defense position, your opponent cannot conduct their battle phase. Flying Fortress Skyfire. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except with the special effect of Summon Reactor SK. Once per turn, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy one card in your opponent controls. Once during each of your opponent's turns, you can activate one of the following effects. When your opponent normal summons or special summons a monster, destroy it and inflict 800 damage to your opponent. When your opponent sets a card, destroy it and inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Spell Reactor RE. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell card, you can destroy the spell card and inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Summon Reactor SK. When the first time a monster is summoned to your opponent's side of the field, each turn inflict 800 damage to your opponent. During the battle phase of the turn this effect is activated, you can negate the attack of one monster your opponent controls. You can send one face-up Trap Reactor Y5, one face-up Spell Reactor RE, and this face-up card you control to the graveyard to special summon one Flying Fortress Skyfire from your hand, deck, or graveyard. And Trap Reactor Y5. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a trap card, you can destroy the trap card and inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Dark Flat Top. Cards one dark tuner monster and one or more non-tuner machine type monsters. Once per turn, you can target one reactor monster or Flying Fortress Skyfire in your graveyard, special summon that target, ignoring its summoning conditions. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 5 or lower machine type monster from your hand. And finally, Dark Strike Fighter. Requires one tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters to summon. During your main phase 1, you can tribute one monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the tributed monster's level on the field times 200. You can only use this effect once per turn. Hey, let's try this out. I usually like to go with what's that policeman's name? Just to get my footing with the deck. Oh, and I posted my first spoiler review of Loki episode 1 from the Disney Plus show on my YouTube channel. So if you're watching this video on my YouTube channel, check out my spoiler review of the Loki series episode 1, and then check out my thoughts about what I mean.
Case. Yeah, saw that one coming. I never used a Greiger deck before, his reactor deck. I had to rewatch the episode where he dueled Yusei just to refresh my memory of his dueling style, because I know he had like monsters that affected your opponent's life points every time a particular monster is summoned or a card is used. The user loses that, you know, some life points. This is bait. Just in case he has that you know, wiretap thing. Yep. That was a trap within a trap. And he took the bait. Just in case he has another wiretap, and we'll make him waste them. Yep. I'm gonna use my special ability, but whatever. Yeah, I remember dealing with this so much when I first played this game, because when you get those reactor monsters on the field, it's like I'm losing life points every time because you have to, sometimes I have to play like a throwaway card in order for them to waste the effect so I can actually play the cards that I actually do want to play. But it was still like a detriment to my life points. And I'm a machine types anyway. Shoot. Miscalculated. Yeah, I need to start over. It's not that Leo is tough, it's just that he relies on resources just like Greiger does, but his resources are more apparent. It's like all the equipped monsters and all the equipped magic cards along with his Mortronic stuff. Really wish I could use my Dark Sea Rescue on that. Dang it. And the thing I was looking at with that synchro summon. That's why I have double summon, so I can like get more monsters on the field.
Oh boy. What I should do is put Cyber Jar in my deck. Best way to get more monsters on my field. That's what I should do right now. I'm not getting anywhere fast. Crazy how Cyberjar looks robotic, but it's like a rock type. Very weird. Put a dark hole in the deck too, but after this, next week I'll be using Chumley's deck from Yugioh GX. I'll take a break for a little while, then we'll finally be doing the longer Yu-Gi-Oh videos with like main protagonist decks, rivalry decks, so on. Yep. There you go. Son of a gun. Play a magic card without it being destroyed. Dang it. Can't do nothing. Yeah, I'm not good with Greiger's deck at all. I mean, you can see how it works, but it's not working for me. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. It still negated it. Lucky bastard. Hey, Luku. Kutisburg. Welcome. Of course, shield warrior. Got a lot of armory armor. I don't know why my effect won't work against Stardust Dragon. Why can't negate his attack? It's very weird. I don't even want to continue this. Like, this is not I mean, like, could be an effective deck, but it's like, wow, it's not my night with Greiger. But I'm just give you the basic mechanics. I mean, it solely relies on like obtaining resources and mainly getting Skyfire and Strike Fighter onto the field. But I mean, some people can probably make it work, but yeah, that's pretty much how, like, for basics, how Greiger's thing works. But it's just like, wow, it's not working for me. But anyway, yeah, next week I'll try out Chumley's deck. It'll be a little bit easier to manage without so many components to make certain things work. But yeah, I will see you guys next week for another Yu-Gi-Oh video. And then we'll probably take a break for a while before we do those massive Yu-Gi-Oh videos I've been wanting to do for like a year at this point. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care and be well.